everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy. Shining sequel? So I've watched the trailer. I'm not going to do a trailer reaction because it's Warner Brothers and they're assholes about copyright. They really are. They will do whatever they can to, like, they've claimed to me talking about posters. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, instead, we're going to just talk about this. I need to talk about The Shining. I need to talk about the impact of The Shining. I live not too far from the Stanley where Stephen King was inspired to write The Shining, okay? I'm not, like, right up the Stanley's ass or anything, but I'm close enough to where I can easily take some time and drive up there for a day. I grew up in this location. I grew up with The Shining and mythology, and I grew up on this sort of the genre, right? I've seen the trailer here. It looks creepy as crap. It looks like it's got a lot of the creepiness, but it doesn't have the same magic of a Stanley Kubrick directed film, you know. And I could go on and talk about all of the, you know, all of their little theories and all of this stuff, and I'll probably see the movie. You know, and they have the fan theories on here on Screen Rant about how, you know, how Henry Thomas here is playing Jack Nicholson, and how, you know, I could go into all these theories, but here's the thing, with something like The Shining, when you come back and make a sequel to something so iconic, it's like 2001, right? When, again, Stanley Kubrick movies, right? You have something so iconic. You have whole documentaries about fan theories, about the carpet. You have this, right? Why make a sequel? I mean, I like the actors involved. Even the trailer looks good. My inner Shining fangirl is going out of its way to say, ooh, let's watch this. But my inner Shining fangirl did the same thing last night. And why am I making this video the way I'm making it now? Because last night, Ghost premiered probably the best Shining parody ever, or send-up, or tribute, and I'm only going to show you a couple seconds of it. And yeah, they've got the twins, and they've got, you know, the Come Play With Us, and they've got, he's on the trike. Why do I say this? Because this is something that's so ingrained in our pop culture. A Swedish band that plays heavy metal is paying homage to it, you know, with every shot is like the tricycle scene, the typing, it is exactly The Shining. I'm not going to show you all that either. I'm going to link all this in the description. And yeah, I'm a card carrying. Don't let the tie-dye fool you. In the winter, the Ghost gear gets whipped out with every, yeah, Ghost fan as well as anything else. It is so iconic to cinema, to our culture. Everybody knows, come play with us forever and ever. And the fact that they're still kind of going in here and just giving us so much of the same here. They're giving us so much of the same. It's still creepy. Is this a story that I even want? Is this a story that we really need in this day and age? And you know, I could sit here and watch the trailer and get copyright claimed and make no ad revenue off this video, but we're not going to do that. We're instead going to talk about why this movie, why The Shining is such a cinematic piece of history. And I think I've already made a pretty decent case for it, that it is something that is so ingrained in pop culture. You have people who are tying the moon landing into, you know, Danny's sweater, you know, because he has the Apollo 11 sweatshirt on that he's wearing here, and they say, oh yes, because Stanley Kubrick directed the moon landing that was faked and blah 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 blah, and all these things that I actually don't believe, by the way. This movie has become such a part of everybody in our culture, in our history. It is so parodied. It is so known. It is infamous. It is so famous. Everybody knows The Shining. Everybody, even if they have not seen it, they know. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Everybody knows Come Play With Me Forever. Everybody knows The Shining. Whether they know it's from The Shining or not. You know, everybody knows the elevator flowing with blood. Everybody knows all that. And the fact that this trailer that they're showing here, and I'm not going to show it to you because of the copyright, the fact that this trailer has to go out of its way to flash back and do the callbacks of the actual Shining, which they do. They do the callbacks, and they're like, oh yes, here's the Shining. Here's what happened the last time. Here's the blood. Here's the this. Here. Remember the Shining? Yeah, we do remember the Shining. Is this necessary? As fascinated as I am to see what happened after, I felt it was a good conclusion. Jack Nicholson, 40-year-old spoiler. Jack Nicholson, frozen in the hedge maze, was a great conclusion. I could assume that Danny went off and lived happily ever after. I can assume all that. I can assume that. I don't need the sequel. I don't really know if I need to know what's going on. That being said, the trailer does actually look pretty impressive. It looks intriguing. It looks like something I'd be like, I kind of want to watch this. And I think I'm going to watch it out of curiosity, even though it does all the things that I don't like in modern cinema, like having it, I'm going to not be able to have a thumbnail because I'm going to have like all black and white and grayscale here. This looks like black and white to me. I'm colorblind enough to not really be able to pick out any colors except maybe like a sort of browny red Trivial Pursuit thing. Everything else looks black and white to me in this photo. You know, and I could of course see like the kind of goldy yellow up here, and this whole photo looks black and white to me, though. And the fact that Warner's probably going to is probably going to copyright this, even I just have to not tag it as a trailer reaction. That's all, because it's not a trailer reaction. Here's the thing: I don't know if we need this movie. I don't know how on board I am even after seeing the trailer, because this is kind of the first I'm really hearing about the sequel, and I'm a horror person. Right? And I do this job every day for a living, right? I don't know. My verdict is still out on this one. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this something that's a little too iconic to make a sequel to at this point? Because that's kind of my stance on it. It's a little too iconic. It's a little too much of a, hey, let's bring back The Shining. Let's bring back Pet Sematary. Let's bring back all these Stephen King things. Because it seems like Hollywood's a little too desperate to have their big franchises, have their big Monsterverse, or their big, Dark Universe, or their big Marvel Cinematic Universe, or their big Stephen King Cinematic Universe, which we already kind of had. And that really just feels a little less honest to me of a reason for making this movie. I know I didn't have a ton of questions of what happened after, and I know that even though it's based on a book, it is based on the sequel. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I think and it might just be a me thing. It might be I might not be the biggest Stephen King fan, and I might be okay with kind of coming to terms with that I kind of probably preferred The Shining because it was Kubrick to like the book, or even the miniseries is fine, and they actually filmed it up at Estes, not too far away. I don't know, but yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, and you can find me at P.O. Box 1566, Loveland, Colorado, on Midnight's Edge After Dark, on Creepy Little Book, talking spooky stuff, ghosts, hauntings, paranormal, all that cool stuff. Watch me on Creepy Little Book, Mary Mayhem's channel. I'm over there doing shenanigans and karaoke. And I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!